Hello everyone, welcome to the Hindu editorial vocabulary and reading program. Today's Hindu editorial title is The Rate Reset. Before going to the editorial, let us learn a few important words whose meaning is very important to understand the theme of editorial. Hence, I am presenting them. The first one is onset. Onset means beginning, start. Regime means government or a system. Subsue means absorbing or include. Amenable means welcoming the suggestion, ready to accept the modification. Reboot means restart. Roadmap means strategy or plan. Recap, outline or summary. Mandate, compulsory. Bolster means strengthen. Sin and demerit goods means alcohol, tobacco products, and beverages are considered as sin and demerits goods. Pondering, pleasing with the excessive pampering or by offering something which is not acceptable. Flagged means becoming weakened, exhausted. Stemmed, uh, flawed. Hasty, in a great speed, work is done in a great speed, in a hurry. Hardships, difficult or tough timings. Tweak means changing the process or product in a minor changes of the product or process to improve the performance or to accommodate the newer requirement. Envisaged means predicting, forecasting. Levied means fine, tax. Entail, compulsory or necessary. Offset, balancing or adjusting the negative effect by other action. It is balanced, that one. Contentious means debatable, controversial. Bullion means related to the gold or silver. Engender, give rise, a new one. Complaints, obeying. Yeah, these are the these are the words which are part of today's Indo editorial. Hence, I have presented them. Hope this vocabulary will help you to assimilate the essence of today's Indo editorial. We'll go to the next session, that is reading program. Today's Hindu editorial title is The Rate Reset. Since its onset in 2017, the GST regime to subsume multiple state and central levies was criticized for far too many taxes rates that were amenable to creating complications. Instead of simplifying taxation, the government had hinted that the rates could be reviewed once the system stabilized. Now, with the GST in its fifth year, the government has assessed it is about time to consider a reboot, partly because of revenues are falling short of expectations despite healthy monthly collections. Next month, a group of ministers set by the GST Council is expected to propose changes, including merging slabs with a roadmap for immediate short and medium term changes. This mandate marked an expansion of its initially stated task of rationalizing tax rates to bolster revenues. To recap, there are 8 effective GST rates, including zero on essential goods, standard rates of 5%, 12%, and 18% for most goods and services, and a 28% tax plus GST compensation cess on sin or demerit goods. Special low rates are specified for jewelry, precious stones, and supplies to exporters. The effective tax rate under GST has slipped from the original revenue neutral rate of 15.5% to 11.6%, which Finance Minister Nirmala Sitharaman said occurred due to rate cuts affected across categories since 2017. Quite a few stemmed from the GST's AST beginning and errors in the initial rate setting. The council continues to resolve genuine hardship this created for industry segments, but the constant threats have also altered the original revenue dynamics envisaged. The 18% tax rate levied even on insurance premium payments now accounts for the largest taxable turnover. As a National Institute of Public Finance and Policy paper points out reducing the 18% rate or merging it with the 12% slab will thus entail revenue losses that would have to be offset by hikes in the lowest and the or highest rates. The NIPFP has suggested a structure of 8%, 15%, and a 30% rate for sin goods to protect revenue concerns while minimizing the need for a sharp hike at either end of the set spectrum and leaving special rates untouched. This may be less contentious than raising rates on bullion, reportedly proposed to the GOM, which could only spur tax evasion. Sequencing the implementation of new rates and avoiding far too frequent rethinks would be critical to minimize disruption and engender investor confidence. The Council must also urgently address data limitations flagged by the NIPFP. For several months this year, the government did not reveal the returns filed by taxpayers, even as it claimed GST collection reflect recovery and improved complaints. Also, many GST rate cuts that triggered the current resource worries were aimed at pandering to regional considerations ahead of critical elections. With the key state polls soon, the government's resolve to carry out a hard reset on GST rates now may be tested. So if you look into the what's happening in these days, first government has started giving GST, sharing the GST revenue with the states, and the second thing is that it is repealed the three formulas, and third one is trying to change the slabs of GST. It's all for forthcoming state elections, I'm guessing. Thank you all for listening. For regular updates, subscribe, and thank you.